at Raman Lamba, look at Ajay Sharma, look at Manu Nair, look at even KP Bhaskar. All are attacking batsmen. Virender, Sehwag, Gautam, Gambhir, with the exception of Akash Chopra, everyone is an attacking batsman. And I'm sure Akash could also attack when he could. So you're taught to play cricket in an attacking fashion in Delhi. So that is already in the DNA, which is not surprising at all. Because the T20 cricket came and Delhi cricket has adapted automatically to it.
Absolutely. Kunal, if I can bring you in here, you have played Delhi cricket for such a long time, played Ranji Trophy for Delhi. Tell me something, what's the secret mantra of this Delhi being the hotbed of talent, cricket talent in the country?
Indranil, I think it's always been like that. Growing up, we used to hear stories from our seniors, and everyone used to say, if you do well in Delhi tournaments and DDCA League, you have a chance because it's such competitive cricket. And even I think, there's so many boys from all other states who come and play in Delhi, and get exposure. And it's said the same to them as well, that if you do well in Delhi, your name will be taken and people will recognize you. So I think it's always, this part of Delhi cricket has always been there. Even today, if you see the amount of tournaments which happen in Delhi throughout the year, I don't think any other state would have so many tournaments. Every second day there's a new T20 tournament or a 40-over tournament. And even, the DDC League with so many divisions and so many clubs in it. So it just gives that, the youngsters who want to play professional cricket, that breeding ground to, go test themselves with the, as we say, the tough Delhi cricketers, been at it from a very long time.
Puru, I want to know from you, such wealth of talent. You go to any nets. I'm actually quite surprised to see the kind of talent we have. Batting talent, daring people, little kids, not scared of facing any international stars. But we don't have that many tournaments. Last time we won a tournament was way back in 2007 when Gautam was leading the side. He was the captain. We won in Bombay, I think beating one of the North Zone teams only. Why is it happening like this? Why do you think we are not winning matches? Is it too confusing to see so much of talent? Too confusing for the administrators or the selectors to actually pinpoint the real stuff, the real talents?
Dada, hi. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Dada, actually, the cricket culture in Delhi is unparalleled. I mean, over here, the competitive cricket starts as early as the age of 7.
Yeah.
I know kids who are 7 or 8 and they have already played 100, 150 competitive games. So when you start as early as 7 and then when you keep on playing for 14 and 15, of course you gotta be as talented as the one name you mentioned, Ayush Badoni. And unfortunately, because there is so much talent in Delhi, the system is not equipped to handle all that talent.
Yeah.
So that's one reason. And because the system cannot equip all the talent, because our trials in 15, 20 days, you're not able to see all the talent, and probably some of the talented kids, they end up missing out. And probably we are not able to make the best use of the talent which we have in Delhi. And that's perhaps is one of the reasons why we are not able to translate that kind of talent we have into the results at the national level.
Abhijit sir, I want to know your impression sitting in Lucknow. What do you feel about Delhi cricket? Delhi cricket is, even last night, the man who actually turned the table for Ahmedabad team was Rahul Tewatia, again a Delhi NCR player. And I can tell you one thing, UP players, Haryana, Punjab, Himachal, Delhi, all are groomed in Delhi. I mean, you go to Delhi NCR, different academies. I've been going and personally visiting all the more than 100 academies are there. And everyone has something special to show you. What do you feel sitting in Lucknow? You've seen so many, you've scouted talent within the country, away from home also. Your thoughts on Delhi cricket?
Look, Indranil, first of all, good evening, everybody.
Yeah.
Let me add what you were saying.
Yeah.
The whole Bihar team, presently, which is playing in the Ranji Trophy,
Yeah.
comprises of the players who are all playing in Delhi.
Here you go.
Half of the Jharkhand team is players are playing in Delhi.
Uttarakhand.
And Uttarakhand,
Yeah.
most of the players are playing in Delhi. Haryana is playing in Delhi. But I think it is unfortunate and very unlucky for the Delhi cricketers that maybe it is because it is the capital of India.
Yeah.
The massive corruption in the selection is always exposed or spoken about in Delhi only. And they have not won any tournament. They are not performing well also. So you have so much massive talent, which are being picked up by the talent scouts of the respective IPL teams. But the Delhi team, as you have just said, the last day won under the leadership of Gautam Gambhir. That means the players who are coming from outside, who are playing in their respective Sonnet Club or Roshanara Club, which I used to hear maybe during that Surinder Khanna ji and all the great cricketers are product of that club and all that. There used to be a rivalry between that club when we used to go around and move around the Delhi University campus also.
Yeah.
When we used to see the matches and all that. So there was very intense rivalry between these clubs. So now all the players who are coming from outside the states, they are getting nurtured there. But for Delhi, for the Delhi cricketers who wants to represent Delhi, they are not so much fortunate enough because they are not getting selected as per their talent or as per their capabilities.
But talking about talent, Ashwin bhai, talent can't be hidden. If you're talented, I mean, you might have hundreds of competitors attending a trial, but if you're talented, I think a due diligence would be given. I mean, you would be looked at some level, at some point of time. Don't you believe in that theory?
I agree with what Mr. Sarkar said completely. The talent is there without doubt. But what happens in this crowd is that talent requires temperament to survive, right? You get one opportunity and the temperament is slightly low, slightly weak, then the talent is not able to express itself. So without question, talent is there, but temperament is what you need. The man who can perform in that one opportunity is the one who makes it through. Because of so many people, talent and temperament are required. And temperament, as you will know, there are many talented cricketers who played for the country, but temperament is what takes you through.
Absolutely. Kunal, I want to know from you, in early millennium and following that millennium, I mean, following the decade, which followed after that, what happened was we saw a lot of Delhi cricketers who never got a chance to play for Delhi. During your time also, lot of your batchmates, they went to other states and started performing, scoring really, really heavily against Delhi team. And I remember one of the chairman of the selection committee, late Chetan Chauhanji, he actually had a meeting with the DDCA president, late Arun Jaitley sir, talking to him how to sort this problem. And Gautam used to be the captain. Do you think that problem still exists in Delhi cricket?
Yeah, Indranil, if you see that there were a lot of cases, like, Amit Mishra went from Delhi, he played for Delhi under 19, he went to Haryana. Another player who I remember is Yashpal Singh, who went to services. So that was a worry, because a lot of players were leaving the state, and that was only because of the reason not getting ample opportunity and just being neglected or not being looked after properly, and which has been the case with many players. And it's, I think, till the time the system's not put into place, things like these will carry on, because the system needs a good revamp, a good freshness, a good look to it. That's why the boys will come back to the state, the Delhi boys who've left. Otherwise, we'll see more and more players going away.
And that's the reason probably DDCA President Rohan Jaitley has involved Mr. Madan Lal to come and sort of put things into, things into perspective, things in shape. I mean, that's why we're looking forward to Madan Lal sir taking over and doing some revamp to Delhi cricket. But coming to Puru, what is this special thing about Delhi cricketers? Why are they so fearless? Why do they want to just take chances while playing? We've seen Sehwag, Gambhir, you name it. Rishabh Pant, Virat Kohli, they're not scared of any sort of challenges, and it's rubbed on to the other states as well. You go to Karnataka, you go to Tamil Nadu, I mean, this is what the culture was at the start of the millennium. I mean, what exactly is the secret mantra behind this, Puru?
Dada, the secret mantra is in Delhi, like you discussed, there's so much of talent. So you got to be fearless. You got to be one amongst that crowd. I mean, if you're not one amongst the crowd, how would anyone notice you?
Yeah.
So if you're playing like the way the 100 other kids are playing, so of course you got to be special. And there are so many academies. There are academies in every nook and corner. So
Yes.
you got to, it's like you got to become the best player of that academy so that people start noticing you. And there are so many academies. So we are talking about probably 500 or thousands of kids in every age group who are special kids.
So true.
And from those 1,000, 1,500 special kids every age category, I mean, the selectors have the tedious job of picking 15, 20 kids. So
It's
of course
actually
you
quite
got to be
tough.
special. You got to be really special to make it to the Delhi squad. I mean, Kunal was mentioning someone like Yashpal Singh. I mean, he's a stalwart of domestic cricket.
Absolutely.
But Delhi couldn't absorb him. Look what he has done with what he has achieved with the services.
Yeah.
And there's so many names. I mean, we had someone like Unmukh Chand. He was the captain of India under-19 World Cup winning captain, but he couldn't survive. Even he had to go to Uttarakhand towards the later stages. We have someone like Puneet Bisht,
Yeah.
who has played
True.
for Delhi. I mean, had great numbers playing from Delhi, and then he was also with Delhi Daredevils, and now he's playing in Meghalaya.
Yeah.
So you have to be really, really special to make it to Delhi squad. And when you're special, then you become someone like Virat Kohli, Shikhar Dhawan, Ashish Nehra, Virender, Sehwag, Gautam Gambhir. I mean, there are so many big names. I don't remember any other state giving so many big names to Indian cricket. Of course, people come from different states to play for India, but probably Mumbai, you have Sachin Tendulkar, and you have Jharkhand has given MS Dhoni, but Delhi has given so many big names to Indian cricket.
Absolutely.
And that is the only reason behind it, because there's so much of competition at every level. You've got to be really special to make it. I mean, there's a fantastic story about Gautam Gambhir. He made truckloads of runs, but he was not getting the way through to Indian cricket. So someone told me Gautam hundreds won't do. You have to make double hundreds. So he made three double hundreds against touring teams. That's how he got into the national squad.
Yeah. But Ashwin bhai,
It's unbelievable.
Puru was saying about the special thing, the fearlessness, where it comes from. But I've seen most of the 90%, I can say, cricketers, batsmen, they're very hot-headed also. Is it because of the extreme temperature in Delhi? Cold, extremely cold in winter, extremely hot in summers.
No, it's not. See, I have a different theory to this. What
Okay.
Piru says is extremely right, but I have a different theory, something I've been harping on for a very long time.
Yeah.
If you go to Chennai, first division cricket is 2 days.
Yeah.
If you go to Mumbai, it's again days cricket.
Yeah.
If you go to Bangalore, it's days cricket. Go to Calcutta, even the first division professional cricket, there's days cricket. And in Delhi, except for junior state that you play under 19, under 16, you don't play days cricket. You go straight into Ranji Trophy, or you're playing Moinuddollah, Buchi Babu. That's different. But the league in Delhi is all one-day cricket, and it's 40 overs, not even 50 overs.
Yeah.
So the attacking mindset is already there in the batsman. They have to score. And I know 40 overs looks like a lot now after a 20-over game. But the point is the attacking mindset is always there in Delhi cricket. And like I said, all the other tournaments were 20, 25 overs aside, if I'm not wrong, back then.
Yeah.
So that attacking mindset is there. Building an innings has never been part of the Delhi's DNA. So attacking cricket has always been there. That's why they fit so beautifully. Even bowlers have to do the same thing. They have to stop the batsman from getting runs. So technically, that's why I feel T20, they're fitting into the T20 side like a glove.
True. Abhijit sir, you have seen so many talents coming into IPL from Delhi. I mean, other talents also from other states, other cities. How do they handle fame? I mean, instantly you are recognized. Entire Indian press is writing about Badoni. He's a sensation, overnight sensation. So how do you think these youngsters handle? Are they equipped enough to handle this kind of fame?
Look, if you ask me, because besides dealing with the IPL, I also dealt with 15 years for the Indian cricket team. So first of all, I would like to add few more lines, whatever as Puru and Ms. Ashwin has spoken, is that the whole mental psyche, the flair is different. which I felt the first interaction when Sehwag came in. Although before that he was very much senior to me. I was fortunate to interact with Kirti Azad Sahab also. He was also quite aggressive, although he came from Bihar, settled down in Delhi. But like Sehwag, he was very shy to initially very shy to meet the media people. Even when we were organizing get-togethers, he was very shy. That okay, I will come and have the dinner and leave. I don't want to interact with anybody.
Yeah.
But in the ground, when you go there, he was a completely different character.
True.
So it's not that what you are saying, that very aggressive. If a person who is very aggressive overall in an overall personality, they should be on the both sides. Outside also, they should be very flamboyant and all that. It was not that Sehwag or any of the players or Ishant or any of the players were very flamboyant in their approach. They were very shy. They gradually developed themselves to face the media, were able to speak in English and all that. But I felt Sehwag to be very humble, very down to earth, most shy, not very reluctant to interact with people. He used to come for our Indian team get-togethers, which we used to organize. Come, have dinner, sit in the corner, and then leave the party as soon as possible, or leave the get-together, any get-together, even if the team get-together, very, very soon. And gradually he developed himself. So it's not that about that that they were overall flamboyant personalities. Virat Kohli is a different character. He also developed gradually. But they have that mental flair, and the psyche is different. And nobody can take away the credit. Nobody is speaking about the Delhi coaches, which they have the way they have coached, Tarak Sinha and Rajkumar Gupta and all those coaches which they have. We cannot take away the credit from them. There are coaches in other states also. Maybe these they are taught. They have taught that mental toughness. Like we never thought a triple century being scored by Sehwag the way it was scored by the way he scored in Pakistan. That you can't go on hitting. You have to be steady on the crease and then you can score 300 runs.
True.
He changed the whole scenario of the international cricket, how to play.
Absolutely.
Not only the Sehwag changed the in the Indian cricket's approach, Indian players' approach, the whole international cricketer's approach as well.
Absolutely. And these are the two names, Sehwag and Yuvraj. Yuvraj is again a Delhi NCR player, we have to say, because he has a house in Gurgaon. But Kunal, we had a strong template in Delhi, and you were part of that batch. Throw them young. You were also thrown young, very young, and you used to move the ball either way so well. I remember. I used to enjoy watching you bowl for Delhi in Ranji Trophy games, standing next to the side screen. Now it's not allowed anymore because anti-corruption people will just throw me out. But that template has been taken by Karnataka. They have been really ruling domestic cricket for last 10 years. Tamil Nadu. Your thoughts on that?
See, Indranil, I couldn't get your question clearly. I just had.
I'm saying, I'm asking about the template, our template, Delhi's template. Throw them young.
Yeah, for sure. Throw them young, but at you need to have there has to be a right time. Throwing them too young is also sometimes can backfire. So I think there's a right time. Yes, as when fast bowlers are, we talk and it's spoken all over the world that if the fast bowler is good, throw them young, they'll get to learn. But I think it's a bit different with the batting side of it. See, as far as Karnataka, you said Karnataka doing well in Ranji Trophy cricket. They've been doing well for many years now.
Yep.
That's because again we come back to how they created their system and successful teams all over the place. Teams like even Vidarbha, all these teams who are doing well in first class cricket have a solid system now. So when the systems are in place, results will follow. In Delhi, Delhi has produced a lot of individuals, but Delhi as a team has not done well. As we were mentioning, in the last, say, about 20 years, we've lifted the Ranji Trophy title once. So I think as far as the individuals and individuality is concerned, Yes, we are right up there, making a mark at the EPL level and as well as the Indian team. But as a team, as a group, there's a lot to look into for Delhi cricket to get back on track.
Because cricket, at the end of the day, Kunal, as you rightly pointed out, is a team game. It's not an individual sport. So you have to, whatever you do, score 100, make sure it's coming up of some use to the team. Puru, I want to, you're a coach, reputed. Kunal is also a coach. Of course, he's looking after his academy. When these parents come with their kids and they want their son to become IPL stars, so how do you handle that sort of conversation?
I just tell them that let the kid enjoy the game.
Yes.
As long as he's enjoying, he'll keep on coming back to the practice session. As long as he's regular to the practice session, he'll keep on improving.
Yeah.
And we as coaches and the other coaches of the academy, it's our job to give him necessary platform. If he's good, if he's 10 and he's good enough to play with 12, we got to make him with under 12. If he's good 12-year-old and he can play at under 16 level, we got to make him play at under 16 level. And that's the only template which we follow.
So true. So true. But,
it's all about the process. We cannot focus on the results because that is not something which is in our hands. But we can only focus about the process. I mean, I was part of trial games for under 16 twice, and I was the highest wicket taker. But I was not part of the Delhi under 16 squad. So that is the same thing I tell all these kids and parents.
Absolutely. And IPL has become the best profession in India, it seems. Obviously, we all know playing for Indian team was the best profession at some point of time. But now, things have changed. You don't have to play that many years. You play for 4-5 years, make enough. But remember one thing, if you want to really make money, you can do something else. Get into some other profession. If you really like the sport, love the sport, have passion for the sport, play the sport. Don't play the sport for the money. And that's why Delhi cricket is shining. I hope they consistently do well as a team. Thanks, gentlemen, for coming and gracing the show. It was really a pleasure. And we'll come back with a fresh topic. For more news and updates, keep watching India Ahead.